Your website is beautiful and you're actually getting some traffic, but your visitors aren't sticking around to buy. Today, I'm going to share a few things that might be missing from your website that are keeping those visitors from turning into clients and customers. And if you haven't created your website yet, this is going to be the roadmap that you need to know exactly what to include and what to leave out so that the people that come to your site actually stick around in your ecosystem and become paying clients and customers. And if you would like a printable version of this checklist, I have linked a free download in the description of this video, so you can go ahead and print that out and have that with you as you walk your way through your website. Okay, let's dive right into what to include on your homepage. First, it should be crystal clear who it is that you help and what problem it is that you solve for that audience. We don't want to use a bunch of cutesy language here or get super creative with our copy. We want to use the actual language that our ideal audience would use to describe themselves and their problem. Say they picked up the phone and called their best friend and was describing this problem to their friend. How would they describe it? That's exactly the language that you want to use on your website. The other day, I went to someone's site and it was all about them. It was about their credentials, what they're doing, all the details of their offer, and I didn't see myself there at all. It was almost like I was behind a glass door looking in at their life, but I wasn't invited in. I wasn't served. I didn't see myself there at all. So what did I do? I left and I went to another website. You want, when your ideal audience lands on your website, you want them to say, oh my gosh, that is me. That's the exact problem that I have. How did she know? And you want them to feel that before they ever have to scroll. So above the fold of your website, you want it to be so clear who you serve and what problem you solve for them. Next, you need to share how they can work with you. Make it obvious what you offer and how that offer solves their problem. Have a call to action right there on the homepage, not buried in another page of your products or services. So these three things, who it is that you serve, what problem you solve for them, and how they can work with you or what they should buy from you should be crystal clear within the first 10 seconds of a new visitor landing on your website. If they cannot easily find themselves in your site and know what to buy to have that problem solved for them, then you are losing out on sales. The next thing you should have is a short section about yourself with a high quality photo. People want that human connection. Otherwise, they could just go to AI for whatever information they want. But these days, people really want that human connection. So you're going to share your story in a short and succinct way to where people see themselves in you. Again, this isn't just talking about yourself just to talk about yourself. This is you saying, hey, I get it. I've been where you've been. I understand what you're going through. And then you're positioning yourself as the obvious person to help them get where they want to go. The next thing that you should have right there on your homepage is an email newsletter sign up. You should offer some sort of freebie so that you give this thing to your audience and in return, they give you their email address. So this needs to be something that actually solves a real problem for your audience, but also something that's really easy to digest. So I'm not talking like a 50-page ebook here. I'm talking like a checklist or a 20-minute webinar that they can download on demand, something like that, but that actually solves a real problem that they have. And if you haven't started an email list yet, I would highly recommend that every single business does this. And if you've been around here long, you know that I'm all about keeping things simple, not adding things to your plate that aren't actually worth the time, but this is something that's worth your time, I promise. Email subscribers are actually 42 times more likely to buy than social media subscribers. So if you're spending time on social media, you can spend time on this instead and have a much higher ROI. Okay. So you're going to get that freebie on your website. And then when they give you their email address, even if they didn't buy from you that day, now they're in your ecosystem and you can continue to nurture them through your emails so that they can eventually become a client or customer. Now, if this whole email marketing thing is new to you, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because I do have a video coming up that's going to be kind of like a mini crash course for this. So go ahead and subscribe. And if you want to just kind of jump in and kind of see what it's like, the platform that I highly recommend is Kit. You can actually get up to 10,000 subscribers for free. It's very easy to use. So go ahead and sign up for Kit and then subscribe to this channel. And I will get that crash course up very soon for you so that you can go ahead and start that email list. Finally, your website should include 2 to 3 of your very best testimonials. Now, if you're a brand new business and don't have testimonials yet, I highly encourage you to help a couple people for free or cheap in exchange for those testimonials. And the more specific they can be to what you helped them achieve, the better. Okay, that's it. Those are all the things that you need right there on the homepage of your website. And remember, I have all of this listed in my website checklist that you can download for free that I will link to in the description of this video. Now let's spend just a couple minutes talking about the other pages you should include in the menu of your website. First, you should have an About Me page. So this is going to be very similar to the little blurb that you put about yourself on the homepage, but it's just going to go into a little more depth. But the same rules still apply. Make sure the things that you're including are things that really connect you to your ideal audience, to where they see themselves in your story, and that you're positioning yourself as the authority that they should trust to help them achieve the goals that they have for themselves. Next, you should also have a products or services page, and this is where anything that you offer, anything that you have to sell goes here. Now, I never think that anybody should really go overboard with this. A few offers, even when you're starting, just 1 to 3 offers is really all you need, okay? Don't feel like you need this long products and services page where people are just scrolling through all of these things that you have to offer, okay? Because that is just going to be too much for most people and you're going to lose them. But anything that you do sell that actually has a purpose, that actually solves a problem for your ideal audience is going to go all together on this products or services page. You're also going to want to include a contact page in the menu of your website that leads to a short contact form so people can easily get in touch with you. And if you have a YouTube channel, podcast, or book, I would also put that in the menu of your website. But resist the urge to make your menu too long. The point is not to just stuff in tons of information on our website. The point is to put the right information so that when the right person lands on our site, they know that this is for them and that we are the person that they should turn to for help. As Donald Miller says, if you confuse, you lose. So if someone comes to your website and they're confused, you're losing out on that sale. So resist the urge to just stuff your website with too much information or too many offers. Keep it simple. Keep it to just these few things that we've talked about today. Now that we've gone over exactly what to include, I just want to make one more note for you to keep in mind as you build or audit your website, and that is the design and the quality. So you want to make sure that you're using a high quality template with easy to read fonts, that you don't have spelling errors, and that your images are very sharp. Because you could have the best content in the world, you could have the best offer in the world, but if someone lands on your website and it's just these huge blocks of text that are hard to read and your images are super grainy and there's spelling errors, they are not going to trust you. You are not going to look like an authority in your niche, and they are going to bounce to the other person that they think can help them more just because their website looks better. Okay, that's a wrap. I hope this checklist has really simplified the process for you so that you know exactly what to put on your website and what to leave out so that when visitors land on your site, they actually enter your ecosystem and become clients and customers. And if you actually want help building this out on your website or nailing your offers and pricing, building your audience and your income, this is what I help women with week in and week out, and I would love to partner with you. I'm doing 5 free discovery calls this month where we can hop on a call together. You can tell me all about your business. We can dream and brainstorm together and see if my coaching program might be a good fit for you. If you want to grab one of those discovery calls, I'm going to drop the link for those calls in the description of this video. I would absolutely love to connect with you. And if this video brought you clarity and encouragement as you build your website, I would love for you to subscribe so that we can meet back here again next week to grow and scale your business.